Okay, back with you on the Bronx Buzz, and we're going to change gears. And I'm really thrilled because, we've had a lot of artists on, but this is an artist with a little bit of a different point of view. She's thinking modern, she's thinking other people. And so it's my pleasure to welcome artist Maria Oben onto the program. Nice to have you with us, Ms. Oben.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Let's just talk a little bit before we get into this whole idea that you are a creator of YouTuber content and all that kind of stuff. Just talk to me about you as an artist. When did you start? When were you interested in art? What kind of art really captivates you? Just give a little background for us.
So, from the beginning, I always drew ever since I was a little kid, but to take it as a career um, was an accident, you can say. So, I didn't know anything about digital graphic design. I didn't even know what an Apple Mac was until I was 19. Um,
Wow, you really
yeah,
were sheltered.
my parents, like, one was old school, one was modern, but we didn't know anything about like the future, right? So
Technology.
as I was applying for college, I didn't know what to do. I took liberal arts, but they told me, "Oh, you're actually in graphic design," and I went, "What? I don't know anything about that." And then a couple years later, I took into liking hand lettering, creative lettering, which is playing with typography. And then I took it to YouTube, and here I am.
Really inspires you about being an artist? In other words, okay, so I get it. You learned about it. You were thrown into school, and all of a sudden you were, what? I'm an artist, or I'm in graphic arts. And then what made you say, you know what, I can do this, or I like this, or something that made you want to do it?
Um, well, at first it was just being rejected because in college they make you do portfolio reviews. And obviously I had no clue what typography was, so I just put everything together the best that I could do. And then a lady told me, she went, "This is horrible. Since you accidentally came across your graphic design, you should do something else." And I went, "Oh, okay." But then it was like, you know what? No, it made me have that fire, which is like, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna do the best graphic design that I can do. And then as you go along, you're like, who was she to tell me your work is ugly when I can tell a 5-year-old your work is ugly, but it's actually like different, you know?
I got to tell you, if you're not a Bronx girl, I don't know who is, because that is who we are, and that
Yeah.
is my attitude. And don't say
Right.
that to my face. So that was
Thank you.
probably the most enjoyable answer you could have given
I'm,
me.
I'm
So
glad.
I really, really, really appreciate that. Let's talk about converting to digital, or this whole idea of YouTube. So you created stuff, but then it
Mhm.
was like, wait, I want to. This is like, whoa. So talk to me about the opportunity that new technology provides for you, even though you didn't have that when you were growing up.
Yeah. Well, YouTube, it's a whole different world. When you start hearing that, oh, hey, you can get paid doing YouTube, I'm like, really? Okay. Let's learn a little coin over here. Um, so uh, I started researching on what's more valuable to do on YouTube. How can you get paid on YouTube? So the highs is, one, you have to show value, education, and entertainment. And I put all those three together and started doing YouTube videos. Okay, I'm going to show you how I learned what I did in a fun way. And at the same time, why not get paid doing what you love?
There you go. It's frankly a young person using technology and using what's available and recognizing that they have some ability, something they want to communicate. I think it's fantastic. I want to show this video. That you have a number of videos out there. I want to show this one. I thought this one was just great, and it really explains what Maria Oben is about and gives you an opportunity to engage with us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That goes without saying.
Thank
I don't know if there's a title to this thing. It's just I'm on Patreon? Is that what Patreon?
Yeah, I'm on Patreon. Yeah.
I'm on Patreon. All right, let's take a look and then we'll talk about it right after. Here it is.
Is it filming? Okay. Hey guys, I'm Maria Oben. Whoa. Hey guys, I'm Maria Oben, a creative hand lettering artist producing hand lettering tutorials and multimedia art on YouTube. I want to inspire my viewers to not only be more creative, but to be more confident and to be able to share their work with others. Not only will I keep providing content on YouTube, but I will share exclusive content on Patreon. Making YouTube videos takes a lot of time and energy for me to create, so by liking, watching, and sharing my videos is more than enough, so thank you. I would love for you to join me on my art journey. Consider supporting my work, and your contributions will help me continue doing what I love to do. Thank you.
There you go. And to me, what it indicates is that you have a little bit of a point of view. You like to use the different technology. Let's talk specifically about what it is that you do that people will really be able to share and experience, which is frankly a large component of what you do.
So what I do is creative lettering, which is, playing around with fonts, typography, and just making it your own way. So if I were to do the letters A, I can just make a furry A, or I can make a fancy A, or it's just being creative. Like, you can make letters anything that you want. And so what I love about doing creative lettering is that you can relate to anybody, because everyone speaks a language. Everybody knows words. I even started doing sign language, because not everybody can speak. I also do chalk murals and write powerful statements like, your cliche, you can do it, you're beautiful, you're a human being, just to show the world that every human being can relate into one piece of art.
And expand their minds. I mean, that you
Yes.
what you see may have a broader look, a broader feel,
Right.
a greater impact on you. Talk to me. I'm an older guy. What is Patreon, and why is this concept good for you and work for you?
So Patreon is great for many artists around the world. It's a crowdfunding platform where people who want to support you and to pay you to do what you want to do. Instead of working, if you don't want to be standing on your feet as a waitress, or especially now because of COVID, everybody's out of a job. So what can you do to work at home and get paid to do it? And people can pay you on Patreon to do what you love to do.
I saw a video that you did, and I mean, the numbers, there were over 240,000 people.
Yeah.
My hat, I'm not wearing
Yeah,
a
that
hat.
blows
Hat
my
off to you.
That's like a whole stadium watching me do something.
Maria, that's 5 stadiums watching you.
Oh, wow.
I don't know the stadium that holds 240,000 people. Yankee Stadium holds maybe 45,000 or 50,000. So there you go. Why do you think that one worked? Why do you think that one exploded in that way? Or were you just really fortunate and somebody who had a lot of viewers shared it?
I guess because everybody can express themselves verbally, but when it comes to not just in words, but creating a word any way you want, which you can do with bullet journaling or making your own art print. You even see it literally around you 24/7 when it comes to advertisements, marketing, Times Square. It's everywhere, like how it makes you feel, how a word can make you feel, whether it's like pop or a word can be droopy and it makes you sad. So I think that's where people just wanted to learn how to express themselves through lettering.
I want to have my producer note down a word may be droopy. Save that. I might need that. Word may be droopy.
Yeah.
But that to me is exactly what an artist does. This is who you are, and you recognize things like that. Was the conversion from digital and print art to doing video a difficult one? Because and people could see that on the video we showed. You just have, it seems to be, a natural feel like you're okay with it. Let's put it that way. So was it difficult, or was it something that you were just like, well, that's kind of natural?
Well, I was very lucky because though I never knew what a Mac was, thank God I knew what a laptop was in high school. So I always had a camera with me since ninth grade. So I always had like a little camera. I always like recorded shenanigans and stuff, and do silly videos when when Facebook started, and just post it. But so that wasn't new. So I'm very lucky to have also learned as a graphic designer in college. They make you take a course called Digital 101. So they give you bits and pieces like, all right, we're going to show you graphic design, illustration, Photoshop, and a little bit of video editing to see what you want. And then from that Digital 101, then you choose what you really want to pursue after that.
One of the things that was very interesting to me at the beginning of our conversation was you talking about, wanting to make a living, and it's very difficult for artists to make a living. I mean, let's face it. But I don't know, it's somewhat esoteric. If you're a true artist, then you somehow find your way to the path that seems to work for you. I'll be honest with you. I know for myself, I mean, my parents may have had a different structural vision for me other than me being a loudmouth talk show host. And so somehow I just kept finding my way toward that direction. And that's, of course, what I ended up doing. Sounds to me like that's the path that you have gone.
Yeah. Even though like parents want you to become a doctor or a lawyer, I feel like your pathway is already set in life, and you just gotta choose. It doesn't matter what choice you make. It'll always end up on where you already will be ended up. I messed up. It will end up where you are. Will be.
Just about 30 seconds left. What's next? How do people find you? We're real excited about the things that you're doing.
You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Patreon.
Maybe I should have said, where can't you find her? So you look.
Just put Maria Oben in Google and I'm there.
Maria Oben. Thank you so much. Thank you for the great work you're doing. In this day and age, especially, this is what energizes us in the Bronx, and it's Maria Oben and people like her who are doing stuff. Subscribe to her definitely on YouTube and enjoy everything that she does, and keep going. And when you do more, you'll come back and we'll shout about it.
Thank you.
Great. Okay, that's it. We thank Tom Mangotti. We thank Maria Oben, our great producer, Rebecca Hemick. And guess what? We'll see you next week like we always do. This week on Bronx Talk, there will be a mayoral forum. We'll be interviewing the candidates for mayor who will talk about the Bronx. So that's what we've got